My name is Dre Savage, and this is my school climate survey for North Cobb High School for EFD 615 Leadership and Education. So the first thing that was given out to 10 of my colleagues was a climate survey. It was anonymous, so I asked them not to put their names on it. It was given to different parts of the school. It was given to people in the 700 hall, the 300 hall, the new building, the old building, and the results are there to yield improvements for the school. So as far as my teachers, I had the choice to survey different people from the school, such as staff personnel, school resource officers, custodians, but I chose teachers just because I am a teacher, and I would like the input of other teachers. I did all different subjects from around the school, so it wasn't biased. And I also did, again, different areas of the school, from new buildings to old buildings. The school survey can be found at this website right here. Here is the chart that shows the results that yielded from the average years at North Cobb High School, the average years working for a school district, and the average age of teachers. I will discuss these results momentarily. So staff opinions about the school. On the survey, questions 7 through 26 were basically about how the staff feels about different things going on at the school, such as cleanliness, such as dirt, bugs, janitorial staff being available for any type of needs, staff feelings. Do the staff feel supported? Do they feel like they have the resources they need to support their students? Are they heard by their superiors? Safety, which includes crime, violence, first aid, all types of resources available to teachers and students in case of an emergency. Maintenance, such as equipment, broken or damaged desk, proper equipped classrooms and gymnasiums for learning, as well as academic rigor. Do the teachers feel like the students are being challenged? Is the curriculum based on student needs and student graduation rates? Next, the questions 27 through 40, they surveyed the experiences while working at the school, included things like, do they feel like their colleagues respect them? Are they respected by the students? Are there issues with discipline? Do teachers feel important? Do they feel like their principal and their administrators appreciate them, as well as their students, as well as the community? And student success. Are students meeting the graduation rate? Are students learning the material that is put out in front of them? And so after the results of the charts, the average age for teachers teaching at North Cobb was 35 years old. The average years at North Cobb was 9 years, and the average year in a school or a school district was 12. These results are yielding that the teachers were at a different school or a different county before coming to North Cobb, but being that they have been there for average of 9 years means that they are happy there. They are in a place where they feel like they are somewhat supported, and the overall morale of the school is in a positive note. So about the school results, according to the surveys, 90% of the staff agreed that the school was clean. Now, granted, it is a school, right? There's going to be dirt, there's going to be bugs probably every now and then, but that 10% that disagreed with the school being clean, they could have possibly been in an older area of the school, because the school has been around since 1952, and there are still parts of that building that haven't been refurbished yet, so that can be a little biased when it comes to the cleanliness of the school. 100% of staff said they feel good about the school. Not one person said that they didn't like the school environment, they didn't like how they felt about students, about being in the environment, about the community, and everything being safe. 80% of people agreed that they feel safe at school. They feel like crime and violence and someone possibly coming onto campus is not an issue. The reason I feel like it yielded 80% instead of 100 is because we do have a very open campus. There's lots of outside doors. We do have 2 school resource officers, but the school is just so big, being one of the biggest schools in the county, that sometimes that idea of a threat is still there. And then 70% of teachers agree with adequate maintenance, whether that means equipment being fixed, access to school resource materials, janitorial staff listening to their needs with what they need, And again, this goes back to some people being in older parts of the school, lighting and fixtures and things need to be replaced more, and just the school is currently going through different upgrades. So hopefully those areas will be tended to within the next few years. And then 90% of staff agree that the curriculum is challenging for students. North Cobb is a magnet school for international studies, so we do offer a variety of AP and honors courses. A lot of our students do partake in those courses, and they are challenging and they are rigorous. And the students are receiving credits for those courses on the college level. So the staff does agree that our curriculum is challenging enough for our students. So questions 27 through 40 show the results of this survey here, that 60% of staff disagree with the respect factor when it comes to the school. Now this stood out to me because 60% of the staff don't feel respected, but in this sense they mean they don't feel respected by their fellow colleagues. They feel like their colleagues don't listen to their opinion. They feel like they don't have really much of an attachment to their colleagues. They still feel like the students struggle to respect them at times because we do have a lot of kids in ISS lately, discipline issues, as is warranted in high school. When it comes to recognition from superiors, 80% of staff members said that they do feel recognized by their administrator. They do feel appreciated by their principal. I can personally attest to this because we have tons of teacher luncheons, teachers appreciation days. They're always making sure in the community to do something special for us teachers at North Cobb High School. And then 100% of the staff agree that they do want the students to succeed. They agree with the mission of inspiring excellence, of pushing students to be their best, and to reaching these goals as far as graduation and test scores. After looking at that statistic of 60% of teachers feeling like they're not respected by their colleagues, the possible implications for school improvement that I thought would be necessary to help with that statistics, to help teachers feel more appreciated by each other, to help their opinions feel valued more by their colleagues, would be different team building exercises. Just during professional learnings, instead of learning about things for the district, which are important, but maybe having a professional learning day where teachers are just doing team building exercises. They're doing different things where they have to work together. They have to solve problems. They have to figure out how to lead and how to follow, how to be how to work in a team. Because often as teachers, we're so used to doing things our way that we're not open to the decisions and the opinions of our colleagues. Things like off-campus events for staff. Something in the community where staff can come out, just hang out, and just not be in a school environment. Maybe be in a less restrictive environment where teachers can have fun, where teachers can just kind of relax and get to know their fellow colleagues. And also doing different competitions with other schools. Things like canned food drives, Toys for Tots, who can raise the most money for the homeless, and kind of make it a competition so that the school has to stick together in order to, try to win the prize or the trophy or whatever it is that the schools are competing for. So another implication that could be had at the school just because of the respect factor is student discipline, right? Some teachers don't feel respected because they feel like discipline is an issue at the school. I've personally heard it. It was feedback on the surveys. I've noticed that our ISS list has been getting longer throughout the weeks. And student discipline is a rising issue at the school. So some ways to kind of improve on that would be maybe having the students talk to a counselor when they get in some type of trouble or they've, found themselves making bad decisions. Instead of being so quick to suspend them, maybe send them to the counseling office, let them talk to someone, talk about their feelings, kind of work through their thought process so that they can feel like the school actually cares about their emotional side of what they did rather than just getting punished for whatever mistake they made. Also, the teacher-parent contact. Again, teachers sometimes are quick to write referrals or to send a kid to the office. Try contacting the parents. Just talking to them, telling them the situation from your point of view, let them know that you're just calling in concern for the student and that you think that their input can help the student overall with their changed behavior. And last but not least, the remediation lounge. Just a place where students who are just having issues with behavior and discipline can go. They can sit down with a counselor or school psychologist and kind of just try to figure out what's going on. Whether it's in school, whether it's at home, whether it's something personal. Just try to get to the root of things. Again, just another resource for students to let them know that their students and their administrators care about them.